Welcome to this video lecture. This video lecture is about the topic of metal corrosion and its prevention. We will see what is meant by corrosion. Corrosion is a natural phenomenon that will attacks metal by chemical or electrochemical action, converting by that chemical and electrochemical action, it will convert the metal into the metallic compounds, like the normal metal into the oxide or hydroxide forms or sulfate forms. Like this, it will be converted. This type of phenomenon only we will be calling it as a corrosion. So, what is meant by corrosion? Means it is a natural phenomenon which attacks metal by chemical electrochemical action, converts metal into metallic compounds such as oxides, hydroxides or sulfates. And then by this corrosion, what is going to happen, we will see. What is meant by that in the sense? Destruction or deterioration will be happening. Means whatever the metal which undergoes corrosion, what will be happening to that in the sense? It will undergo the destruction. Destruction of that metal will be happening. So what is I mean by that in the sense? Loss of the metallic materials will be happening. Okay, so destruction or deterioration and consequent loss of solid metallic materials. That one where it will be starting in the sense, it will be starting means this corrosion phenomenon will be starting at the surface of the material. Okay, that too why in the sense due to its a chemical reaction or an electrochemical reaction by their environment. So that's why it is happening the destruction or deterioration and consequent loss of solid materials or corrosion is happening. So corrosion is a major problem which we were seeing in the worldwide manner. Means especially in the industrial sectors, we will be seeing this corrosion as a major problem. Okay, so if what will happen if corrosion happens means what will happen in the sense it will affect the safety, health and environmental issues of that. So corrosion includes in the safety, health and environmental issues of that it will be happening. It will affect. And then coming to that. So that metal types like a steel, iron, this and all, which and all coming under the metals. So metals like steel, iron and silicon, like this type of metals will undergo corrosion. We have told that corrosion in the sense it is a process in which metal will be converted into its metallic compounds we have told. Right. So this the metals and all will be converting from a metal state to the metallic oxides like ferric oxide, silicon dioxide, like this it will be converting means by the hydroxy form or a sulfate form or a oxides form it will be converting. That process only here we will be calling as a corrosion process. So here if you observe here this metals by corrosion process it is happening and it will be releasing its energy and formed into the it's a hydroxide forms. So for this corrosion cycle, what is the solution in the sense? If we added energy to this corroded products, it will again coming into the state for the metallic state. It will be again it will be coming. Okay, so to remove that whatever the corroded material, we need to add the energy. So in the form of heat, we will be adding the energy. It will lose its oxide or hydroxide forms, and it will forms the again the metal. It will be forming. Okay, then causes of the corrosion. What are the main causes of corrosion will be happening? Means for the corrosion process, what are the main reasons in the sense? Some of the metals will be there, like pure or noble metals will be there. Like the type of metals and all, it won't undergo corrosion at any state it won't go. Okay, at any environment, this type of metals and all won't undergo corrosion. So like that, what and all metals in the sense like a gold, which we were using in a normal life, and then silver, platinum, aluminum, copper. These type of materials means whatever we were using this gold, silver, platinum as an ornaments, and then aluminum and copper as in our natural life style and all. This metals and all won't go corrosion at any state. They are chemically uncombinable in their natural state. Okay, whenever it is as such a pure it is there means it won't undergo any corrosion. Okay, what and all conditions, what and all reasons for the corrosion in the sense presence of this means based on its environment means whatever the metal which will undergo the corrosion based on its environment only it will be happening. Okay, then what is that conditions, environmental condition in the sense presence of metal that will corrode means whatever the metal which will undergo corrosion only that will presence means it will undergo corrosion. So like that type what in the sense generally anode and cathode will be there. And then for this anode and a cathode, another thing, one connective thing will be there. What is mean by that in the sense electrolyte, which is nothing but the conductivity liquid between the anode and the cathode. So these are the three conditions. Another main condition what in the sense whenever this electrolyte is connecting between the cathode and anode, there it will be uh, transfer of electrons will be happening means electrical current will be passing between that anode and cathode. Because of that also metal will get corrosion. So these are the conditions. One is the type of the metal which will undergo corrosion will be present. Another one is the electrolyte which is present between the cathode and anode. Another one is the movement of electrons towards the cathode and electrode. Because of that power is generating, that because of that also corrosion will be happening. And then another one what in the sense, okay, if because of these conditions corrosion is happening, then what we need to do in the sense elimination of in any one of these we can stop the corrosion. Means whether we need to eliminate the contact between the cells, otherwise we need to eliminate the one of the cell. Means any one is not there also, passing of electricity, passing of electrons won't be happening. So then it will be result in the prevention of the corrosion. So we can reduce the corrosion like this type. And then this is the corrosion triangle. Means corrosion may happen because of presence of because of the nature of air present around the material, because of presence of moisture present in the material. So in both based on both of this it will be present. So any one we have eliminated also we can be prevent the corrosion. Okay, then coming to the classification of the corrosion. So corrosion is classified into two types. Means on how in the sense on the basis of working temperature and on the basis of the working environment. Because already we have seen whenever energy added to that corroded material, it will free from a corrosion, right? Means for that energy added for what we have did, we have applied the heat, right? So whenever we will be increasing the temperature or decreasing the temperature, it will result in the corrosion. Okay, so some of the materials will be sensitive to the low temperature, then it will be getting corroded. Okay, then some of the materials will get sensitive to the high temperature, then it will get a corrosion. Okay, and then what in the sense on the basis of a working environment. What is this the basis on a working environment in the sense whether it may be dry or a chemical corrosion means whatever the environment present around the material metal based on that also it will be happening. So what is this in the sense so dry or chemical corrosion will be happening. What is mean by this dry corrosion in the sense whenever the moisture is absent inside in the environment even though it got corroded means then you will be calling it as a dry or chemical corrosion means corrosion may happen because of either chemical product, otherwise absence of a moisture present in the environment because of that also corrosion may be happening. Then another one is the wet or electrochemical corrosion. What is meant by this in the sense if a moisture present in the environment which is surrounded the metal, then if it get a corrosion in the sense then you will be calling as a wet or electrochemical corrosion you will be calling. Then that the dry or chemical corrosion when it will happen, it will occurs whenever oxygen in the air reacts with the metal means whenever oxygen whatever the metal present in the environment in that environment no moisture will be present but normal oxygen will be present in atmospheric air. That atmospheric oxygen reacts with that metal means it will convert it into the metallic oxides. So corrosion will be happening. Without the presence of liquid, this only will be happening. Okay, then this type of a dry or a chemical corrosion, because of this, it is a very sensitive to the temperature. And then rate of dry corrosion varies from metal to metal as a result of a mechanisms involved. Means based on its anyway we know oxygen is the high electronegative atom. Even though it is a high electronegative atom, it forms a stable bond with the some of the particular atoms only like carbon and all, right? So whenever coming to that, whenever it is forms a stable oxides, then at that time the dry corrosion removal it will be getting difficult. Whenever it is coming to the unstable oxide forms and all, we can remove the corrosion as it is itself. And one more thing here in their dry corrosion is there. What in the sense oxide layer on a steel or iron, you will be calling it as a rust. Okay, so another thing what in the sense whenever metal got corroded because of the oxygen, atmospheric oxygen, it will present only the outer layer. That's it. And then coming to that aluminum and copper. Whenever aluminum and copper, generally aluminum and copper are free from that corrosion only. If it forms, means it will forms the oxide layer. Why in the sense due to the presence of the oxygen, due to the reaction between the that metal and the atmospheric oxygen. Whenever this aluminum and copper, it forms a it undergoes corrosion due to the atmospheric oxygen means it forms the oxide layer. This oxide layer stops the further corrosion in that aluminum and copper metals. As oxide layer forms, prevents further contact of oxygen as a film in a non-porous means it won't form a porous layer. It will form a non-porous which will blocks the chance of another atmospheric oxygen to react with that metal. Okay, this is the type of stopping only you will be calling it as a passivation. So then active corrosion where you can be seeing in the sense steel, chlorine and magnesium like this type you can see. Then coming to the wet or electrochemical corrosion we can discuss. What is this wet or electrochemical corrosion in the sense? It is a electrochemical phenomenon which occurs in the which occurs in the galvanic cell. As we have discussed, wet corrosion means there will be moisture present. So where we can see in the case of the electrolytic cells only. So that's why we will be calling it as a electrochemical phenomenon. which will occurs in the galvanic cell. And then particularly whenever two metals are in contact with a liquid containing salt and electropotential is formed between the metals. Nothing but the electrochemical cell activity only. In electrochemical cell, what and all will be there? Cathode, anode, and electrolytic solution. Therefore, between that conductivity, that connection will be there, right? Circuit will be there, right? So whenever it got activated, what will be happening whenever electrolyte functioning has started means whatever the formed ions will move towards the respective electrode through the conductivity cell, conductivity liquid, right? So because of the movement of the electrons towards the respective electrode, there will be generation of the current. So because of that current, what will be happening in the cells? Because of the movement itself, it will get corroded. Okay, so in some cases, in a single metal, when comes in contact with the liquid or the electrolyte, an anode and a cathode areas are created. When anode area starts corroding with respect to cathode areas is known as a wet corrosion. Means in the response of one electrolytic cell, another electrolytic cell is getting corroded. So that only you will be calling as a wet corrosion. So that is about the dry and wet corrosion. We will see the difference between that dry and wet corrosion. So what is meant by this dry corrosion and main differences between this in the sense corrosion occurs in the absence of moisture. That is the dry corrosion. Corrosion occurs in presence of conducting medium means wet corrosion. And then dry corrosion, it involves direct attack of chemicals on the metal surface. And then coming to the wet corrosion, it involves formation of electrochemical cells. Then dry corrosion. This dry corrosion process will be very, very slow process. Wet corrosion is rapid process. Why? In the sense, in dry corrosion, only the atmospheric oxygen direct come in contact with that metal. But in wet corrosion, what will be going to happening? This will be showing a fast because of the movement of the electrons. This process will be very, very fast. So because of that only, wet corrosion is a rapid process and dry corrosion is a slow process. Then corrosion products are produced at the site of the corrosion. Means wherever the reaction has occurred, at the site only it will be corrosion happens. But whenever in a wet corrosion, with respect to the cathode and anode, another one will get rust. Means because of that corrosion occurs at the anode, rust will be occurring at the cathode. So it will be occurring in the opposite site. But in the dry corrosion, it will be occurring at the same site. And then the process of corrosion will be uniform in the dry corrosion. Whenever coming to the wet corrosion, it depends on the size of the anodic part of the metal. Then mechanism. How the mechanism of corrosion will be happening? We will be going to see. Electrochemical reaction means transfer of electrons. Already we have, I have told, we have discussed in the wet corrosion, right? So how it will be happening in the sense, because of movement of electrons towards the respective electrodes, it will be happening, right? So because of that, the transfer of electrons only, electrochemical reaction will happen. Because of that electrochemical reaction only, electrochemical corrosion will be happening. So this electrochemical corrosion cell, electrical circuit and its associated chemical reaction only, you will be calling as electrochemical corrosion. Then anode. At anode, what will be happening in the sense? Oxidation will be occurring at the anode. Then the metal dissolution takes place and production of electrons will be happening at the anode. Then what will be happening at the cathode in the sense? Electrons will be getting consumed and then reduction reaction will be occurs. That's why whenever anode is undergoing oxidation, cathode will be getting rusted. Okay, then metal path, nothing but which is connecting the method and anode and the cathode. what is happening here in the sense? Movement of electron will be happening from the anode to the cathode. Nothing but movement of electrons will be happening. That only will be calling as a metal path. And then coming to that electrolyte, which is responsible for the ions current flow only will be responsible. But whatever the function it may be, whenever oxidation occurs at the anode, cathode will be getting rushed due to the reduction reaction occurs at the cathode only, because the cathode only accepting the electrons, anodes will be losing the electrons. Then coming to the anodic and the cathodic reactions in the corrosion, as it have seen in the diagram, as we can observe in the diagram, at the anodic side corrosion is happening, but the rust is forming at the cathode side, as we discussed before. Then what and all factors will be getting influenced by the corrosion in the sense? Type of metal based on the metal nature. We have discussed previously, right? Like a pure or a noble metals, because that the metals and all won't get any corrosion in its pure state, it won't get corroded, right? So because means some of the metals like iron, steel, like this and all, it will get corroded, right? So based on the nature of metal it's present also, corrosion will be influencing. Then heat treatment and the grain direction, and then presence of the dissimilar metal, and then anode and cathode surface area, temperature, presence of electrolyte, availability of oxygen, time of exposure to corrosive environment. So these are the factors which will influence the corrosion. Based on the nature of material, heat treatment and grain direction, presence of dissimilar metal, anode and cathode surface area, temperature, and then presence of the electrolyte, availability of oxygen, time of exposure to the corrosive environment. So those are the factors which will be influencing the corrosion. Then coming to the types of corrosion. So what and all types in the sense? Pitting corrosion. The pitting in the sense, pit means a smaller inversion, right? So pitting corrosion, this type of corrosion with the small pit it will start, and it will increases that the pit size, and it will entire metal it will get destroyed. Okay, so like this type of pitting corrosion will be seen in the metals like aluminum, magnesium alloys, copper alloys, we can see. Okay, so like this, it will be starting like a small space, and then it will be widely shallow like this entirely. It will be getting destroying the metal. And then coming to that mechanism of pitting, how it will be happening in the sense, whenever that a large cathode is there, okay, large cathode and small micro anode is there, the time at the place of that small micro anode only, that corrosion will be happening in this cathode and all will be getting rusted only. Okay, so what and all factors will be influencing that pitting corrosion in the sense? Alloying elements means based on the presence of the type of metal we have seen as a common in that metal itself, which we were using as a cathode and anode, and its alloys also will influences the pitting corrosion. And then surface finish, smoothly surface finish will won't get easily corroded. Whatever having the abrasive nature of the surface only, it will get easily corroded. And then heat means if a heat is more means corrosion we can prevent. If a less amount of heat is there means more amount of moisture will be there, then it will get easily wet corrosion. So these are the factors which will influences the pitting corrosion. Then it is another one is the stress corrosion and season cracking. As the name indicates, corrosion will happen because of the stress, nothing but the weight of the sample which is present on the metal. This one we can commonly seen in the whatever transport services we were seeing. No, in the transport services and all, we will be keeping the weights to take from one place to the another place, right? So like that type only we will be seeing because of the more weight on that metal, that will get a break. Because of that, the corrosion will be happening. Okay, it is combined action of corrosion environment and a mechanical stress which will offer due to poor design or a poor maintenance practice. And then stress corrosion and the cracking is caused by due to more amount of the poor design of the metal which is provided. And then stress corrosion and the stress cracking like this only we will be seeing. Initially there will be breakage of this because of poor tensile force of that whatever metal which is made up of, and then it will form at the time of cracking, at the place of the cracking only it will start the corrode. So that's why stress the corrosion and season corrosion we will be calling. And then how it will be mechanism in the sense because of the corrosive environment and tensile stress of the metal and then susceptible material. Because of this three only it will be showing. Okay. Then how we can control or prevent that stress control corrosion in the sense mm, control of the stress level and hardness means whatever the material which we were keeping for a weight or a transport and all, we need to keep the weight or the load according to the material which we were using, according to the tensile force of the material which we were transporting. So controlling the stress level and hardness and avoid chemical reaction that causes stress and the season cracking, and control of temperature and modification in the design that will reduce the stress and season cracking. So like this only we will be going to see. So from the starting we have seen that different types of the corrosion, right? And what is the mechanism of the corrosion and with different types of the corrosion. So once we will be seeing the overall what is meant by corrosion in the sense it is a natural phenomenon which will attacks the metal. Means what whenever corrosion will be happening to go corrosion happen means where we can observe means in the metals only. So in that the metals will be changing from a metallic state to the metallic oxide state due to the chemical or electrochemical reaction. This will be result in the destruction or deterioration of that metal will be happening. This is considered as a worldwide problem. It impacts on the safety, healthy, and environmental issues. So why it will be happening in the sense whenever corrosion is happening, that metal will loses its energy, then it will forms the metallic oxides. And then whenever you need to prevent the corrosion means whenever you will be providing some energy to that metal, it will be free from the corrosion. Then what are the causes of the corrosion in the sense presence of the particular type of the metal which will be causes the corrosion. That is the presence of metal that will corrode the anode, presence of cathode, presence of a conductive liquid, electrical contact between the anode and the cathode, and the elimination of the any of these can reduce the corrosion. And some of the metals we won't go the corrosion like that. What and all types of metal in the sense gold, silver, platinum, aluminum, copper, this and all won't go corrosion. Then this is the corrosion triangle. So what are the main two reasons in the sense because of the atmospheric air and then moisture present in the environment. Then one either elimination of air or moisture from the metal environment we can prevent the corrosion. Then how many types it is classified in the sense it is classified based on the two types. Based on the working environment, based on the working temperature, based on the working environment. So some of the metals will be sensitive to low temperature and some of the materials will be sensitive to high temperature. And then based on the working environment means based on the dry chemical or a wet chemical. So dry chemical means absence of the moisture present in the air. Only corrosion will form due to the oxygen, phosphoric oxygen reacts with the particular metal. It is a metal. This the dry corrosion is very sensitive to the temperature. Whenever it is treated at a high temperature, it will be free from the corrosion. So rate of dry corrosion varies from metal to metal as a result of a mechanisms involved. And then oxide layer on a steel or iron, we will be calling it as a rust. In aluminum and copper, we were seeing the corrosion means then it will forms the oxide layer that too will be in the non-porous form. So like this type of corrosion, you will be calling it as a passivations. Why it will be calling a passivations and non-porous form means it will be further corrosion of the material will be stopping. So that's why we will be calling it as a passivation. So active type of corrosion where we can be seeing in the sense steel, chlorine and magnesium. And then coming to the wet corrosion, as we know, wet corrosion is a presence of the moisture. So this wet corrosion we can be commonly seen in the in case of the electrolytic cells. So in that electrolytic cells, because of the cathode and the anode and the flow of electrons or ions between the cathode and anode results in the corrosion of the anode, and the rust will be present in the armor at the cathode. So this one only you will be calling as a wet corrosion. So the main differences between that dry and wet is the in the dry, absence of the moisture; in the wet, presence of the conducting medium. In dry corrosion, it is a direct attack on the chemicals on the surface, metal surface. In a wet corrosion, it involves in the formation of the electrochemical cells, and the dry corrosion is a slow process. The wet corrosion is a rapid process. In the dry corrosion is produced at the site of corrosion only, but wet corrosion will be happened at the site of corrosion will be happened at the anode, and the rest will be happening at the cathode. The process of a corrosion is uniform in the dry corrosion, and in wet corrosion it will be depending on the size of the anodic part of material. In the different mechanisms of the corrosion, what in the sense electrochemical reaction due to the presence of the due to the transfer of the electrons from the one electrolytic cell to the another electrolytic cell through the electrical circuit. So that's why electrochemical corrosion cell will be happening due to the anode oxidation and the cathode reduction. It will be happening. The corrosion will be happening as a wet corrosion. And then factors influencing the corrosion is the type of material and heat treatments, and then grain direction, and then presence of a dissimilar metal, anode and cathode surface area, temperature, presence of the electrolyte, availability of the oxygen present in the atmosphere, and time of exposure to the corrosive environment. And the types of corrosion is the pitting corrosion, and then the stress and season cracking corrosion. Pitting corrosion will be seen in the metals like aluminum, magnesium alloys, copper alloys. And then the stress and season, this mechanism involves in the, it will be producing at the small micro anode, and it will be passed over throughout the larger cathode. And then what and all factors will be influencing the pitting corrosion means metal alloys, and then surface finish of that metal, and then the heat of that metal. Stress and season cracking will be result because of the poor tensile force and the design of the equipment. So these are the mechanisms, the how we can be control or prevent this that is stress and season cracking in this by controlling the stress level and hardness of the material, and then avoid chemical corrosion that causes the stress and season cracking, and then control of a temperature, and then finally modification in the design that will reduces the stress and season cracking corrosion causes. So this was the topic. This is the last topic which will end the video lecture.